Hello and thanks for joining us on the abridged version of Panorama today, reaching you live from Abuja. I'm Zenret Dingmun. The federal government has dismissed a recent U.S. report on religious freedom in Nigeria, reframing the nation's security challenges as part of a broader regional struggle against violent extremism. In a statement, Kimibi Ibefang, spokesperson of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, stated that the instability is fueled by special interests across West Africa and the Sahel. The government reaffirmed its commitment to defending all citizens regardless of creed or religion. The statement praised the efforts of the armed forces and expressed solidarity with victims of violence. The statement also highlighted Nigeria's identity as a diverse and God-fearing nation that values intolerance and inclusion. Like America, Nigeria has no option but to celebrate the diversity that is our greatest strength. Despite the disagreement on the report's assessment, the statement affirmed Nigeria's alliance with the United States and expressed desire to continue partnering in the pursuit of peace, freedom, and democracy. Now, the 39th Stop TB Partnership Board meeting has ended in Manila, Philippines, with a resolution by partners to scale up surveillance through innovative tuberculosis screening and diagnostic technologies. Partners include Nigeria's First Lady Oluremi Tinubu, who is a global and national Stop TB champion, rounded off the meeting with a renewed commitment to accelerate TB elimination by focusing on prevention, which is one of the defined priority actions for year 2026. Her participation at the meeting showcased Nigeria's sustained progress against tuberculosis through steadfast leadership, community engagement, strategic national coordination, and domestic resource mobilization in the face of dwindling donor funding. The First Lady has now departed Manila back to Nigeria. Now, the Nigeria Police Force Zone 16 Yenagoa is soon to arraign 6 cybercrimes suspects apprehended in connection with specialized identity theft, conspiracy, and armed robbery. AIG Johnson Adenola, who disclosed this to journalists in Yenagoa, cautioned members of the public to be vigilant and protect themselves from cybercriminals. Ebinimi Zitimiola reports.
As technology evolves, cybercrimes are becoming more sophisticated, targeting data of vulnerable persons for sinister activities. From financial loss to emotional and psychological trauma, identity theft can have devastating effects on victims.
People now use to register SIM and sell to unsuspecting members.
The Nigerian Police Force Zone 16 Command under AIG Johnson Adenola, through credible intelligence, arrested suspected cyber criminals.
Acting on credible intelligence that some agents were in the habit of using national identity number, NIN, of some subscribers to register SIM cards which are sold at very exorbitant prices to fraudsters, aka Yahoo boys, who use them to defraud unsuspecting members of the public, as well as kidnappers who use this SIM to demand ransom in order to conceal their true identity.
The Zonal Police Public Relations Officer urged the public to protect their personal data and online presence, emphasizing the force resolve to use technology to combat cybercrime in Bayelsa and Rivers states.
Zonal Command therefore wants citizens to desist from patronizing roadside network agents, but should rather locate the main office for their SIM registration as well as purchase of their SIM. 2, we also advise that people should keep their personal information secret. 3, to desist from buying already registered SIMs, because this constitutes a crime.
In a separate operations, 6 suspects were arrested for conspiracy and armed robbery, allegedly stealing a victim's phone and other valuables.
I was arrested by the police because we stole phone from somebody.
The suspects will be arraigned in court upon conclusion of investigations. Eniyenagwa Ebinimi Zitimiola, NTA News.
Meanwhile, the Kebbi State Police Command says it has deployed tactical units, military personnel and vigilantes for a joint search and rescue operation following the abduction of the Deputy Speaker, Kebbi State House of Assembly, Muhammad Samaila Bagudo. In a statement by the police public relations officer CSP Nafiu Abubakar, the incident occurred on Friday night, October 31st, 2025 at about 8:20 p.m. when a gang of armed bandits attacked Bagudo town in Bagudo local government area and kidnapped the deputy speaker shortly after observing the Isha prayers on his way home. Upon receiving the report, the police command swiftly mobilized a combined team of tactical operatives, military personnel, and local vigilantes who are currently combing the bandits' escape routes and surrounding forests with the aim of rescuing the lawmaker unhurt and apprehending the perpetrators. The Commissioner of Police, Kebbi State Command, Bello Sani, reaffirmed the command's commitment to safeguarding lives and property across the state. He appealed to members of the public to remain calm, vigilant, and continue cooperating with security agencies by providing useful information that could aid ongoing operations, peace, freedom, and democracy. Now, the Nigeria Police Force is strengthening its operations to tackle sexual and gender-based violence. The GS Foundation is sharpening one of its most vital tools, human sensitivity, through a specialized training for gender desk officers from the North Central Geopolitical Zone. Francis Form reports that the force, in partnership with GS Foundation, is training desk officers in the North Central Zone in line with the country's ongoing human rights and justice reform agenda.
In a society where victims of sexual and gender-based violence often carry invisible scars, the Nigeria Police Force is lighting a candle in the dark through a 2-week intensive capacity-building workshop for senior gender desk officers from the North Central Zone. The training aims to sharpen the officers' investigative skills, deepen their understanding of gender-based laws, and strengthen accountability in handling cases of abuse and exploitation.
It is expected that all that we have learned from here, we go back to our command, organize step-down training to the other gender officers to prepare them adequately to handle these cases of sexual and gender-based violence.
I've now known better ways of handling gender-based violence professionally.
And they are going to ensure that all perpetrators are being brought to book.
The workshop also focuses on survivor-centered approaches, digital documentation, and interagency collaboration, ensuring that desk officers become beacons of hope for victims who have long suffered in silence.
As officers, and we intend to use all those laws to the best of our ability to serve as deterrents for others that are planning to do such things.
We have invited a prosecutor to talk about what he expects from the investigators, how to deal, how to approach victims, because this is a very sensitive issue.
Through initiatives like this, the force hopes to build public confidence, one trained officer and one restored life at a time. Francis from NTA News.
And that's it on the abridged version of Panorama today. Thanks for watching. I'm Zenret Dingmon.